Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're back in our kitchen again, and tonight we are making comfort food. So it's starting to get a little bit cool at night, but it's still pretty warm during the day. So we thought, how about let's make some brats and cabbage. So I'm gonna show you how we do it Southern style. All right, so some of us in the house like traditional hot dogs. So we have a few of those, but we have these brats that we wanna try. And we also have a nice, beautiful head of cabbage. We didn't grow it, but we got it at the store. It looked really good. And we have half a white Vidalia onion, some butter, salt, and pepper. First thing we're gonna do to our pan is add a little bit of olive oil. And I know I said we're cooking with butter, but we're gonna start with some olive oil first. All right, so we've got our big cabbage here. We're gonna go ahead, and the only part we're not gonna use is this core here. So we're gonna go ahead and chop that off. Yep, and then we're gonna go ahead and take off some of these outer leaves. They're a little bit hard. And we're gonna go ahead and chop up most of this cabbage. So I like to chop it up with a really large knife, hopefully one that's sharper than mine. All right, so as you can see, this is a nice fresh cabbage. It looks very white, kind of yellow on the inside. There's no big brown spots. So that's what you wanna look for. And I'll show you the size of the pieces that we want. We want it kind of big and chunky, so I don't want to make it too small. So I'm just going to kind of roughly chop some of these pieces. So as you can see, the cabbage makes pretty good sized pieces, and that's what we want. So I'm going to go ahead and chop up our head of cabbage. All right, I've gone ahead and chopped up our half an onion. This is just a half a Vidalia onion. Turn our burner back on. It's on about a medium low, and we're gonna add our cabbage to this. All right, we've started our onions. We've gone ahead and diced about a fourth to half of a white Vidalia onion. And we're sauteing that in some olive oil, about a tablespoon or two of olive oil. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my cabbage. And it's nice big chunks of cabbage, and this will cook down, so you don't have to worry about it filling up the whole bowl because it will cook down quite a bit. All right, we've got about a tablespoon and a half of butter. I'm going to add that. We're also going to add about a teaspoon of salt and about a teaspoon of some ground black pepper. And we're going to let this just cook down and keep stirring it so that those onions get mixed in and doesn't burn on the bottom there. We're going to very carefully turn it over as soon as I season it. Add some pepper and salt, and then very gently we're just going to kind of keep turning this over, and this butter is going to get down in here and start melting from the heat in just a minute. And that's really it. Those are all the ingredients to make some really good cabbage. We just cook it until it's nice and tender. Normally we would put these on the grill, but tonight we're going to cook them in the oven on 375 just until they're nice and warm and look really golden brown. All right, as you can see, it's starting to get tender. You can see some of those onions are getting softened. We're going to keep cooking this a little while longer. All right, you guys, the cabbage is almost done. It's getting really tender and soft. The sausages are also almost done. Again, you could do those on the grill if you don't want to put them in your oven, or you can even do them in the pan with the cabbage if you want to do that as well. So we're gonna put this meal together in just a minute. Also, this is a keto friendly or very low carb meal. So if you're looking for an easy, low calorie, low carb meal, this will do you. All right, our brats and our hot dogs just came out of the oven. You can see they got a nice little browning on them. Now these are a bacon cheddar brat, so you'll see some cheese coming out of them, but they just looked so delicious. Also, the cabbage is ready, and if you want to make it even better, you can also add bacon to that. In fact, you can even cook it in bacon grease to begin with, and then have those bacon bits in there for extra flavor. So let's get this plated. There is our brat. We've served it on top of with the cabbage, and you can also do it on a bun. So you can do it on a hoagie bun with the cabbage on the side. All right, you guys, that's a simple, delicious way to enjoy our meal for tonight. We hope you give this recipe a try. It's super simple, and we hope to see you next time. Talk to you later. Bye.